everyone. I'm very happy to be today with you. For those of you that don't know me yet, I am teacher Enrique Vargas, and I'm the new General Director of the Liceo. And I want to welcome you to this very special assembly. Today, we celebrate Thanksgiving Day, a day where we can be thankful for all of the good things that we have. Thanksgiving is a holiday that is mainly celebrated in the United States. And for the past 150 years, imagine, 150 years, it is observed on the last Thursday of November. But Thanksgiving didn't start just 150 years ago. It started way, way back. Who knows the origin of this holiday? I want you to tell me if you know the story of how this holiday started. Every holiday in the world, in Mexico, in the United States, in Europe, every holiday has a story. So what do you know about Thanksgiving? I want to read your comments. I want to see if you know where Thanksgiving started. So let's see. Hi, everybody. Hi, Valeria. Hi, Vanessa. Let's see if you can tell me how the Thanksgiving Day tradition started in the United States. We have a lot of people joining today. Thank you for joining. And let's see. Hi, Vanessa and Joel. Hi, Maria. Good morning. Hi, Itzel. And for those that don't know how Thanksgiving started, it started with a group of people that traveled across the whole Atlantic Ocean from England to what United States is, where United States is now, in a very famous ship called the Mayflower. They had many, many, many misfortunes and many hardships. And during this trip, when they finally arrived to the United States, they found out that they have very little food left. So, thankfully, the Native Americans helped them survive by sharing their corn, their beans, by teaching them how to hunt deer, by how to hunt wild turkeys, and how to catch fish. Can you imagine how grateful these pilgrims were to the Native Americans? Wouldn't you be grateful if you were hungry and somebody will come and give you some food? Well, that's how Thanksgiving started. Do you want to hear more about this story and how the Pilgrims and the Native Americans celebrated the first Thanksgiving Day? Well, let's look at this next capsule, and I'll see you after that.
The history of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving means to give thanks for one's blessings. Thanksgiving is celebrated in several countries around the world. Different countries hold feasts to give thanks for the year's harvest. In the United States, the event recognized as the first Thanksgiving occurred in Berkeley Plantation in Charles City County, Virginia, on December 4th, 1619. However, the most prominent historic Thanksgiving event is the 1621 celebration at the Plymouth Plantation in Massachusetts, where the colonists and the Wampanoag Indians shared an autumn harvest feast. In September 1620, a merchant ship called the Mayflower set sail from Plymouth, a port on the southern coast of England. Normally, the Mayflower's cargo was wine and dry goods, but on this trip, the ship carried 102 passengers, all hoping to start a new life in the New World. Nearly 40 of these passengers were Protestant separatists who hoped to establish a new church in the New World. Today, we often refer to the colonists who crossed the Atlantic on the Mayflower as pilgrims. They founded Plymouth Colony in Massachusetts and were among the first people who immigrated to America to seek religious separation from the Church of England. The colonists spent the first winter living on board the Mayflower. Only 53 passengers and half the crew survived. During their first winter in America, More than half of the Plymouth colonists died from malnutrition, disease, and exposure to the harsh New England weather. In fact, without the help of the area's native people, it is likely that none of the colonists would have survived. An English-speaking Abenaki named Samoset helped the colonists form an alliance with the local Wampanoags, who taught them how to hunt local animals, gather shellfish, and grow corn, beans, and squash. At the end of the next summer, the Plymouth colonists celebrated their first successful harvest with a 3-day festival of Thanksgiving. We still commemorate this feast and remember it as the first Thanksgiving. The Thanksgiving meal in Plymouth probably had little in common with today's traditional holiday meal. Turkeys were indigenous. The Wampanoag brought deer, and there would have been lots of local seafood plus local vegetables such as onions, beans, lettuce, spinach, cabbage, carrots, and perhaps peas, and fruits of the first Pilgrim harvest, including pumpkin. Thanksgiving is celebrated on the fourth Thursday of every November. Prior to this, each state scheduled its own Thanksgiving holiday at different times, mainly in New England and other northern states. But on October 3, 1863, President Abraham Lincoln, expressing gratitude for a Union Army victory at Gettysburg, announced that the nation would celebrate an official Thanksgiving holiday on November 26, 1863. His proclamation declared that the fourth Thursday of every November thereafter would be considered an official U.S. holiday of Thanksgiving. Other Thanksgiving traditions. Macy's Thanksgiving Parade. As the United States prospered during the 1920s, so did New York City's iconic department store, Macy's. In 1922, R.H. Macy and Company started to expand and open regional locations. Macy's flagship store in Manhattan did such good business that it expanded in 1924 to cover an entire city block stretching from Broadway to 7th Avenue along 34th Street. To celebrate the opening of the world's largest store, Macy decided to hold a parade on Thanksgiving morning. However, the parade was not actually about Thanksgiving at all, but the next major holiday, Christmas. Macy's hoped its Christmas parade would motivate consumers for holiday shopping. Macy's Thanksgiving Parade is still held today. Thanksgiving football. President Abraham Lincoln declared Thanksgiving a national holiday in 1863, and the earliest Thanksgiving Day football games began only a few years later. Yale and Princeton first played on Thanksgiving in 1876, during a time when football was still evolving from rugby. The holiday later became the traditional date for the Intercollegiate Football Association championship game. The universities of Michigan and Chicago also built a famous holiday rivalry, and by the late 1890s, thousands of football games were taking place each Thanksgiving. When professional football leagues first caught on around the turn of the century, they immediately adopted the Thanksgiving Day tradition. Many saved the holiday for their title games or other big matchups. But when the National Football League was founded in 1920, it began hosting as many as 6 Thanksgiving contests each year. Today, the NFL holds 3 Thanksgiving games each November, 2 of which always feature the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. The Lions have been a fixture of Thanksgiving since 1934.
That was extremely interesting, wasn't it? Without the kindness and help of the Native Americans to the Pilgrims, they will have not survived that first winter in their new home. They will all have died of hunger, and well, it didn't happen. Now, as you saw in the capsule, people celebrate Thanksgiving with their families. They get together to have dinner, and they, most important, they say all of the things that they're grateful for. We have asked some former students and families from the Liceo and other people that lived in the United States to tell us about how they celebrate Thanksgiving Day at their home, but also in their school. So let's see what they have to say.
Hello, my name is Gabby Moreno, and for Thanksgiving, I get together with family and have a dinner with them. And we also, at school, we usually have a small feast with cookies.
We do Thanksgiving projects at school about what we're grateful for and the people in our lives that we're grateful for. Traditionally, we eat turkey, but my family just eats tamales for Thanksgiving. Some Thanksgivings in the past, we've gone down to Mexico to visit family.
Hello, my name's Alfonso. Every year at my school, teachers and students celebrate Thanksgiving by decorating their classrooms with turkeys and other crafts. Students make crafts and hang them around the school. Another thing we do is that school gives us Thursday and Friday free, and people go visit family and have a nice feast.
Thanksgiving is a tradition where families gather to eat dinner together and give thanks. This dinner includes a lot of different things that families do. Some families have the tradition of eating turkey and mashed potatoes, green beans, and anything to do with pumpkin or potatoes. Before everyone eats, the family goes around saying what they're most thankful for. This dinner is supposed to represent how thankful the Americans were about the dinner the Pilgrims gave them. At school, we usually do a coloring activity about turkeys. We get half of this week off and we don't have to go to school, so we have time to get ready for the dinner. After Thanksgiving, most families go to the store to celebrate Black Friday.
Thanksgiving is always celebrated on the fourth Thursday of November. At school, we paint turkeys, read about the pilgrims, and dress up as pilgrims. And on Thanksgiving, we don't have any school because it is a holiday, and we have a big feast with family and friends with turkey and other desserts and food.
We just celebrate, we paint, we read books about Thanksgiving, and we celebrate with our friends. We usually have a feast after school or at noon. You have some turkey usually, and then you have feast with friends and family and pets.
Hi, my name is Alfonso. The reason of this video is to let you know what's a typical Thanksgiving event that happened in the States, even though when you are an Hispanic. So, the first thing that you need to understand is Thanksgiving is one of the most important events in the year in this country. What happened in Thanksgiving? First of all, everyone is in a holiday, so nobody's trying to work that day. Secondly, one of the best things that they can do is to reach others and go with their family, spend some time and bring a lot of things. So thank you. See you next. Bye-bye.
Thank you to everyone that participated in this video. I have a question for all of you that are watching us, Danielle, Joel, Marla. If Thanksgiving is mainly celebrated in the United States, why do we celebrate it at the Liceo? I want to see what you have to say about that. Why do you think that we follow a tradition that is not, it was not originated in our country. It's not a Mexican tradition. It's mainly a tradition that is in the United States. So why do you think that we at Liceo celebrate Thanksgiving Day? Because today, you in your classroom with your teachers, you're gonna have some activities to celebrate Thanksgiving. So why do you think that all the students and all the teachers and families at the Liceo, why do we celebrate Thanksgiving? Let me see what you have to say. Let me see if the comments, why do you think that we at Liceo celebrate Thanksgiving? Good, it says because it's to offer to God. Yes, it's to thank to everybody. It's to thank everybody for what we have. Gilberto says that they do celebrate. They have dinner. They have turkey, and we have to be thankful. We should be thankful for every day that we live. Thank you very much. Yes, and that's it. Why do we celebrate Thanksgiving at the Liceo? We celebrate Thanksgiving because in the United States, there's no more important holiday than Thanksgiving. That's it. I mean, it's the biggest day in the year. No matter who you are, where you came from, what language you speak, or what religion you are. If you're tall or short, if you have lots of money or no money at all, they all celebrate Thanksgiving. And that's why we do it also. We celebrate Thanksgiving because that's the day we have to give us a pause and think about all of the blessings that God and life has given us. And we remember to be grateful for all that we have. But most importantly, we are very grateful for how much we love the people that are near us, all of the people that help us. And we remember on these days to be grateful that they're part of our lives. We're reminded during Thanksgiving Day that it's love that binds us together. Eating turkey, it's very nice, but it's not what makes Thanksgiving an important day. Pumpkin pie is not what makes Thanksgiving an important day either. There are no presents exchanged on Thanksgiving, so nobody receives anything. The only gift that we have during Thanksgiving Day is gratitude. So gratitude means to say thank you to your mother, to your father, your sister, your brother, to your teacher, to the person at the bakery or the person at the market, to anyone that makes your life more pleasant and more comfortable. It means telling people who help you every day how much you appreciate them and their hard work. So Thanksgiving is a time to appreciate people and not things. The only gifts that we give today are big hugs, warm smiles, and the words, thank you. I am grateful that you're part of my life. You know what? It is up to you to make Thanksgiving Day a real holiday in your life. No one is too small or too important or too young or too old to be thankful for those who love them. You can be Mexican, you can be American, you can be French, British, you can be from the United States, you can be from Argentina or Russia. You can come from any country in the world and still be grateful for all the blessings we have today. Do you remember, have you ever seen Winnie the Pooh? It's a cartoon, but it's also a movie. And in Winnie the Pooh has a friend. His name is Piglet. I don't know if you remember Piglet. Piglet is a tiny pig, very, very small. And he realizes something very important and that we all have to remember. Piglet noticed that even though he had a very small heart, because he is a very small pig, it could hold rather a large amount of gratitude. So just like Piglet, we have to say thank you. So today, I expect from all of the children at the Liceo to say thank you to everybody that is important in their lives. To your teacher, to your friends, to your parents, to anyone that makes your life happy. So we're going to finish this assembly with a message from our students from Kinder 3. I'm going to say goodbye right now and wish you a very, very happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.
In the name of the Father, the Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. We thank you, Lord,
for all you give us.
the food we eat, and to all lovers on survey. Please send your blessings. Lord, repair and help us all to live our days. I am thankful for my family. I am thankful my brother. For my family. I am thankful for my life. Am I thankful for my family? I am thankful for Christmas. For my family. I'm thankful for my family and my home. I'm thankful for family. I am thankful for my family. I am thankful for my family and my friends. I am thankful for family and friends. I am thankful for my family. Hola, I am thankful for my family. I am thankful for my family.
I am thankful for my students.
I'm thankful for my dad, my family, and my school. Bye bye. Thankful for my family. I am thankful for my family, food, and my dogs. I am thankful for. Hello, teacher.
I am
And bullying.
thankful
Thankful
for my family.
for my family. Bye, teacher. I am thankful for my family and my pet. I am thankful for my family. I'm
Grateful.
thankful for my family. I'm loving ways. Amen. Confidently